I get emotional when I speak about President Trump. He is such a great man. He is suffering like all these nonsense in the media and everything. I just love him very much. I just love him very much. And you know, just keep it up. Don't let those bad people take you down. Keep it up. We are all behind you. The whole world is behind you. God is behind you. So I just want to thank you, President Trump. Thank you. And keep on standing up, okay? Yes.
Drea Humphrey here with Rebel News. It is almost time to see if Trump or Biden is going to win the election. But my question is, how many Canadians want to see Trump in office for 4 more years? Now, some people might think there is no such thing as a Canadian Trump supporter. Certainly not one that is a person of color. I'm here to tell you otherwise. Take a look at this clip where somewhere of close to 1,000 Canadians were trumping, were chanting Trump's name at the Vancouver Art Gallery.
Trump, 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 Trump.
That clip was from Laura Lynn Tyler Thompson's channel, and I think a lot of people don't know that many people would chant for Trump. So I'm going to ask some passerbys as their opinion on Trump, and then I'm also going to show you some clips that I've collected over time from Canadian Trump supporters. So let's take a look.
God bless President Trump. We love you. Yes.
Okay, I'm Mexican Canadian and I love Trump. Why? Because he's pro-life. Pro-life. This is the #1, and we wish as Canadian to have somebody just like him. He goes for Americans. He fights for Americans. It's exactly. He's not a politician. He's a businessman. He is not getting any salary for already 4 years. So he's a billionaire who left everything for the people.
He loves his country. He loves his country. He wants his country to grow, the people to grow, have businesses. He loves his people. He's not selling out to foreign agents like the Chinese Communist Party.
I get emotional when I speak about President Trump. He is such a great man. He is suffering like all these nonsense in the media and everything. I just love him very much. I just love him very much. And you know, just keep it up. Don't let those bad people take you down. Keep it up. We are all behind you. The whole world is behind you. God is behind you. So I just want to thank you, President Trump. Thank you. And keep on standing up, okay? Yes.
God bless President Trump. Yes. We love you.
Yes.
Yes. From Vancouver, Canada.
Yes. All right, Ron, what's the biggest misconception about Trump supporters?
I think that the biggest misconception is that they're all racist, they're right-wing, they're homophobic, they're transphobic, they're all these things. He's against blacks, he's against, you know, all these people that, oh, look at him, he's like racist. But what's insane about it is these are just talking points. I knew something was up when, you know, the whole thing when they were saying, hey, look at Trump, he's homophobic, okay? Well, when Trump was having his convention in 2016, prior to his election as president, at his convention, the Republican convention, he was up there giving a speech for support of, you know, gay rights in the United States. Again, whatever your feelings on that are, it's lies. All the stuff they say about Trump is lies. And what I don't understand is how easy it is for people to just just believe whatever the media says.
I think misconception would be that, you know, they're all bigots, they all haters, and, you know, they're not really for freedom of speech, but I think it's the actual opposite. I think Trump supporters are for all those things: freedom for all, free speech, to build up America. So it's more of a unity government, in my opinion, than say the other governments where, you know, they're trying to separate by certain things such as race or income brackets or, you know, things like that. So I think it's pretty good.
Do you think we'll see Trump win 2020?
100%.
Yeah, he won 100%.
I like Trump because Trump is, first, number one, he's for the nation of Israel, and Israel has many enemies, and right now, I believe that any nation that goes up against Israel, God will judge, and I believe that historically speaking, the United States have been very good towards Israel. And I believe as long as she's good towards Israel, God will bless the United States.
Okay, I'm here with Mike. Now, Mike, you didn't know about this protest, am I right? You just stumbled upon it and...
Yeah, we were, this morning, we were going to get some coffee. Last night was quite fun. We had some fun with music, and I heard a big ruckus here, and I noticed that there was a protest here. It was quite amazing, and then it's about COVID, and I agree fully with what people are saying here about COVID. I think it's just a really overhyped bad flu, and I think it's really neat to see people here and a lot of other Trump supporters here. So I made sure, as soon as I saw a bunch of Trump supporters, I made sure to run back home and grab mine, dress up a little fresh, and come join the fun.
What's it like being a Trump supporter in Canada?
Well, it's very interesting. It's kind of a funny thing I like to say, but I'm a part of the trans community. I'm a trans national. I'm very disgraced or just sickened by Justin Trudeau. And with what's going on with Trump down there, the leadership and just the action, I kind of identify more as American now. I hate to say that I am ashamed to be Canadian, but Justin Trudeau is absolutely destroying our country. So I'm a transnational, I'm a Canadian, but I identify as American. Trump, baby.
I actually don't even know what to say, to be honest.
Okay. Is it one of those things where you're kind of scared that if you say the wrong thing, you might get backlash?
No. I think he's trying. I think he's trying to do the best he can with what he's up against, you know, and I hope he does succeed.
So you'd like to see Trump for 4 more years?
Oh, yeah, no, definitely. Yeah, I think it would be good for them, really, besides the other options.
Hey, guys. What's your opinion on Donald Trump? 4 more years or?
Yeah, I would
I'll
like
take
to
Trump
see
for another 4 more years.
Oh, you would? Now, do you think there's a lot of Canadians who would agree with you, or?
I do.
I mean,
yeah,
absolutely. If you do the research, you'll see he's going against the societies that we don't want. That's COVID and all this bullshit.
Okay, so what about Biden, though? Can you say, is there anything that's good about Biden and his platform?
In terms of his policies and stuff, I don't know. I'm just going basically by his past and, you know, people that he's aligned with. And to me, you know, some of the things, they just don't add up. I don't really like it. I mean, I know a lot of people paint Trump with a really bad brush, but if you look at what he's done for a lot of people that never gets broadcasted, then you would see like, oh, like what? He did that? You're like that? Oh, I've never even heard about that, right? So there's just so much of that, and it's just, I know people right away, like, they're like, oh, if you associate with Trump, like, you're evil, you're sexist. I'm like, oh, man. And it's like, people are so brainwashed to think that way. It's just like, you can't even have a conversation with them sometimes. So it's just like, you know what? Sometimes I want to be like, I'm not even going to bother. But then I'm just like, that's not a good approach to have, because, you know, if you can, like, you know, show people a little bit, maybe they might come around or look for themselves a little bit more. But, you know.
All right. Thank you guys so much. Hey, do you guys think Trump should be in office 4 more years? No. All right, have a good day.
Well, there's so much to like about Trump. I like a lot of this stuff. I like his policies, his Step 1 Act, the Johnson Amendment, the funding that he did for the black colleges, his realism, the way he can he makes me laugh when I listen to him. Yeah, I just like what I hear.
So what about the people who say, oh my gosh, that's crazy, you're a race traitor because he's so racist?
Right, well, they don't know that Trump has done a lot for the black community. The coalition with Jesse Jackson, and there's so much stuff that he's done. So I just think a lot of people are ignorant, you know.
Do you think there's a lot of Canadians who are fond of Trump?
Oh yeah. Well, what they say, if there's one, there's more. So I like Trump. In fact, I want to make Trump dinner. Jump. Tell me what you like. I want to make it for you.
Here at Rebel News, we report the other side of the story, even if that's about Donald Trump. If you'd like to support our independent journalism, you can head to helprebelnews.com. Anything you'd like to donate helps a lot, and we always appreciate your support.